Welcome back. Belarus is one of those countries that has taken legislative steps to protect its unique culture from the influence of the foreign entertainment industry. France, for instance, requires its radio stations to play 40% French music. The European Union demands that at least 50% of television programming in member states must be European. However, in Belarus, a country well beyond the reach of the lawmakers from Brussels, officials have taken things a step further. As Simon Ostrovsky reports, they are force-feeding their people so much Belarusian music, their made-in-Minsk music policy is backfiring.
Радио BA. Слушать легко.
In Belarus, there's no shortage of signs that you're in Belarus. There are flags absolutely everywhere. And a few years ago, the government tried to replicate that situation on the airwaves by imposing a law that says 75% of the music played has to be from Belarus.
Здравия вам всем, Владимир Анатольевич, 16:10. Мы переходим к первому.
In an effort to conform to the regulations, it appeared radio stations were overplaying what local bands they had. The result? Listeners were tuning out and switching off.
It's had a negative effect on the image of Belarusian radio stations, because for us it was a very unexpected decision, and we were completely unprepared, because at the time when it was being imposed there was absolutely no Belarusian material. There were a few well-known names that were famous all over the Soviet Union, but they were just a few individuals.
The regulation has had another side effect. Members of the public, eager to help radio stations meet the quota, are sending in their own music. Many don't quite make the grade. Under the circumstances, radio producers will use any excuse to call even foreign music Belarusian.
In foreign bands, we look for some kind of connection to Belarus, family roots. Maybe there was a grandfather who lived here at some time that we can highlight. Because there are inspections which record our broadcasts and compare the number of Belarusian musical tracks. If they have complaints about the amount, we can be issued with a warning. And after 3 warnings, they take away your license.
Finally, there's one song that Belarus's president will never tire of hearing, and that's because it's about him. During the country's last election campaign, the forces of the state-run media were marshaled behind Alexander Lukashenko. And why limit the campaign to speeches when you can get some of Belarus's best-known voices to sing your praises on state-run TV? This musical salute to Alexander Lukashenko lives on the World Wide Web. It's our Internet Video of the Week. We'll see you next time at the Listening Post.